Hey guys, this is Sophie Shohet. Welcome back to another video. If you are not subscribed, definitely subscribe if you like luxury shopping, because I do 3 videos a week that are all of a luxury nature. So I'm going to talk to you today about the contents of this bag. And if you were following me on Snapchat on, when was it, Tuesday, you'll kind of have seen like the whole process. I went into London with David just like, I don't know, just for like a little browse. Went into Chanel on Sloane Street and they didn't have any trainers out. In fact, I went there because I was looking to see what they had in their, is it the airline collection, which came out on the 15th of March in the UK, but there wasn't actually really a lot there. I don't know if it had sold out or what was there was just not that amazing. Sometimes the intermediary collections before the big ones, like, is it Paris to Rome? The summer collection's coming out in June, and that I'm imagining is going to be massive, and so like the collection before it's like a bit on a smaller scale. But anyway, went into Chanel and I asked them if they had any trainers. This is what I hate about Chanel, and even David, who's obviously a guy and sees things differently, kind of said it. He was like, why is it when you go in Chanel, they're kind of unhelpful? It's like you're asking for drugs or something. There's not much out on display, and you have to, it's kind of like, what do you want? Do you have any trainers? Yeah, what size? You know, it's, even when I was looking at the small leather goods, I just want them to get out that tray and just let me have a rummage. Let me just go and tempt myself. But instead it's like, what colour do you want? Well, you can only see the colour that you've asked for. And they're very like that, and it's quite annoying. But I went and I got these trainers. You may remember, I'll link to it below, but I've got the high top versions, which are white, and I got those at the end of last year, 2015. Truth be told, when I asked for trainers, in my mind, I was imagining, they're a different style to this, and they're crackled kind of silver leather on the front, and then they're navy blue on the back. And that's what I had in mind when I asked the sales assistant if they had any trainers in. But she said that these had come into their store that morning. Anyway, I tried it on, but I didn't, and I loved them, but I didn't want to rush ahead and buy because I hadn't been in Harrods, and if I can, I prefer to buy in Harrods because you get points. And then it's a bit like the Boots Advantage card. It all adds up in the end. So I took a chance, I went into Harrods. Same thing there, nothing really out on display, and I asked this really nice lady there for some help, and she was like the same thing. I was like, have you got trainers? She was like, what size do you want? There was no, you were going to get what you were given. I don't think there was even much of a choice on colour. Right, a couple of things to talk about with these. If you want these are from the Spring 2016 collection, and when I went in on the 22nd of March, they had just come in then. Both Harrods and the Sloane Street store told me that they were new in that day, that morning, and that they hadn't had them prior to that. So pretty much the design is that they're obviously all over black, as you can see, and they've got the double C logo on the sole there. What you've got is you've got black sort of suede detailing around here, and then on the 2 C's there, and then all of the rest of it feels like lambskin. I could be wrong, but it does feel like lambskin. And what I liked about the idea of these is that I wear black trainers quite a lot. I normally wear the Nike Thea trainers that I've got a white sole. When I was working in an office, I lived and died in heels, and since working for myself, most of the time I'm in the house, but if I'm not in the house, I've got to run and get the train, and I don't really want to do that in heels anymore. So for me to have a black sneaker that I can wear just makes it feel not quite like trainery as such. So when I saw these, I like these because I would totally wear these for my work. So sizing, I recommend with these, I took my regular size. I found that these came up a teeny tiny bit big. Even though I've got the white ones I feel like they fit me, even though it's the same design, I feel like the white ones fit me better than these. These are a little bit big, but not like massive. I got them in a size 39.5. Just for anyone, if you're desperate for these and you maybe haven't had Chanel, or you have had Chanel, you just don't know what size you're going to be. My rule of thumb, and it's different for everyone, but my rule of thumb is that in non-designer, so high street shoes like Kurt Geiger, Carvela, things like that, I'm pretty much always a 39. In designer, Christian Louboutin, Chanel, Dior, I'm pretty much always a 39.5. So that's what I took in these. I didn't need to size up or down. I probably could have taken a 39, but they didn't have one, so, and I just wanted to take what I could get. The price was, these have gone up in price since I last looked. So my high top ones, which you would expect to pay a bit more for because there's a bit more material going on with them, they were around about £580 in December 2015. These, which are the regular ones, these were £550 from Harrods. But what I'm saying is that when I looked at the low top versions last year, they were £480. So they've already gone up to £550, which is just, it's seriously annoying. What can you do? Let's be honest, if they were £10, we wouldn't be fighting over them. You know, I know there's going to be some people watching who hate, well, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't be here if you hate luxury, but there's going to be some people watching who wouldn't spend that money on a trainer, and that is totally cool. But I think the whole luxury thing, we want it because it's hard to get hold of and because we have to save for it, and so it feels more exciting when you go and get it, and that's, I don't know, it's obviously part of it. The one thing I would say is that they did tell me in both stores that trainers and espadrilles were pretty much flying out the door. I've always been told, in Chanel, I've always been told if there's something you want and you've got a rough idea of when it's going to come out or you know it's around, I've always been told to phone the boutiques first thing when they open because that's when they get their delivery. So in the UK, the boutiques open between 10:30, depending on week or weekend. And they always have said to me, phone up first thing. If we've got it in your size, we can reserve it for up to 24 hours. And then that gives you the time to get into the store and get it. So if you do want these, I hope the sizing info I've given has been a bit helpful. And all I would say is just keep phoning. I was really lucky. I went into 2 boutiques and both boutiques had them, albeit that they weren't on display and you had to ask. It's like you had to know about them in order to get them. The one thing I really do like about Chanel trainers is that they are super comfy. They are a little bit warm though. So if you want a shoe, it's not like wearing a Nike where they're a little bit more breathable. With these, there's a lot of thick material going on, and because there's a lot of leather on them as well, they do feel quite warm when you wear them. I don't massively mind that. Living in the UK, it's so rare that we ever get a seriously hot day, so it's not really an issue. But if you live in a warmer country, or maybe you're the sort of person you always feel hot and you want like a cooler shoe, then in the summer this probably isn't going to be for you. But who cares? It's like an all year round shoe. I think it's pretty good, but I did just want to mention that they are pretty hot like when you're wearing them. On the inside is also lined with leather that I'm just going to show you now. I would pretty much wear these. I might do like a styling, let me know if you want a styling video, and I can include my other Chanel shoes as well and just show you the kind of things that I wear with them. Pretty much I like to wear these with jeans, and I like to wear them so that a bit of the ankle's showing. I think that looks quite cool. And I wear them with those cut off socks that stop just above your heel. They're perfect for if you want to go shopping and you want to wear a flat shoe but you don't want it to be like a Nike or an Adidas. If you do want to wear something that's a little bit more fashion but it's still a trainer, they're a really good one to go for. If I was going to suggest these or the Louis Vuitton runway sneakers, which I've got and I actually love, it would be a really close call. I actually really like the runway sneaker because it's got that little bit of gold on the back. I'm going to link to a video below, guys, so if you're interested in that, then go and have a look at it because that's a really good trainer as well. I think that they're almost neck and neck, equal money as well. So that is my review. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't because I do loads of luxury reviews, and I will see you in the next video. I'm going to link to it. It's going to be there. Click on it and I will see you in 5.
I don't wanna say too much, but that's all it was, so I gave it up.